Hey, don't be mad. I know what happened to them 2-year-olds. Just ride with me, Tom. I'll tell y'all a little story about this bird here. We're coming up on the truck and I'm gonna have to go get the rest of my stuff out of there. But man, what a bird, what a hunt. Unbelievable story at how it happened. I was actually leaving my hunting club and look at the head on this thing. Got a big old head on him. That TSS number 9 just ate him up. But I was leaving my hunting club and my hunting club borders public ground. And as I was driving, I turned out on the main highway. I looked down, a couple miles down the road. I come up, there's 3 toms crossing the road with about 8 to 10 hens. And I pulled over, I stopped, I honked the horn, pow, they all hammered. Well, I drove on and I said, I think that's public ground. I said, if it is, I'm gonna try to get up in there, cut them off somehow and get set up. And that's just what I did. I went on my hunt stand app. I got to looking, making sure that I wasn't on, you know, any private ground, any neighboring properties or anything like that. I'll come over here so you can see this beautiful bird. I don't want to take no credit away from him. He is a fine animal. And got probably about a 9-inch beard on him. But anyways, so I pulled in. There was a little pull in right there where you can get out and just walk in and go in there and hunt. And there was a fire break, brand new fresh fire break that went up the side of a pasture, kind of where they crossed. And I said, if I can get up this fire break where they ran into the corner of that pasture, I said, I think I can get back in there and cut them off. Well, as I was going, it was these long S-turns in a burn. And it was just this long snaking S that go back in there every 20 yards, it'd be a turn. And it was all fresh dirt where they had just been in there and, you know, put in that fire break and burned all this within the last, I don't know, 3 weeks probably, 2-3 weeks. And I got in there, I took my fan. I had a little old fan. I had my shotgun and my mouth call, and I come running down that logging road. I probably ran half a mile to get back to where they were, but I circled around so I could cut them off. I cut, pop, 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 yep, 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 yep. They hammered about 200 yards away. I took off running. I ran straight to them as fast as I could, what I thought was about 200 yards. I stopped 100, 125 yards and yelp, 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 yelp. And I hear, I said, oh baby, they're close. And so I got down in the little corner of a road right here, just off to the edge. And this isn't the road, it was actually a fire break, like logging road, like lane like this. And they come right around there and I had my fan up and I went, they did the same thing. One went right in the strut. The other 2 gobbled, and he was one out front. He was gobbling. And I said, man, if these things get any closer, it's game over. They took off on a beeline running towards me. They ran as fast as they could down that road. Necks stretched out, beards dragging the ground. And I went, pop, 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 yat, yat, yat. And they went, oh. All 3 of them hammered. I dropped the fan. I had my fan in my right hand, gun in my left hand, and I'm right-handed, so I was supposed to shoulder it on my right side. And but I had the fan in my right hand, so I dropped the fan, swapped hands, put it on his head. I went, pop, 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 pop. He stuck his neck up like this, and I went to pull the trigger and it didn't fire. I said, what? I had the safety on. I was so fired up I didn't even have time to take the safety off. I clicked the safety off. Yep, yep, yep. Pow! They all gobbled. Boom! Folded him up 20 yards right here, 9 o'clock in the morning, public land. Went after this bird, saw this bird crossing the road, and I just said, you know what? It's public ground. I checked on Hunt Stand. I saw that it was public ground, bordering private. I saw where they went into the back of that pasture, and It looked like they got broke up. Hens, gobblers, all going different ways. I said, if I can get in there and yelp to them, I should be able to kill one. And boy, what do you know? 20 yards, 3 toms in my face, spit drumming, strutting, gobbling. An insane, incredible hunt that I'll probably never, ever forget. And man, what a beautiful bird. He ain't got big hooks on him. He's just an old 2-year-old, but hey, if he's got a beard and he's got a full fan, it is on like Donkey Kong. Let me get him over here in the light so y'all can see one more time. Big old head on him. Let's check out this beard. Beautiful beard. Nice big old beautiful full fan. There he is. It don't get no better than that. I'm talking about reaping them, cutting them off, closing the distance. He got away from them hens and they come on a string like I was pulling a rope in as fast as I could. They was running down that little fire break and just whew, unbelievable. I'm so very blessed and fortunate to be able to do this. Look at the size of the head on that thing. That is a beautiful bird. That's a mature tom right there, boys. Look at the beautiful coloration. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Number 1 down for 2020. Let's see here. 6 to go between Florida and Alabama.